Hello, welcome everyone. If you can see me and hear me, please drop a comment, just so I know that everything's working. So this is my second live ever on Insight Timer. Hi Antoine, hi Claire, hi Lorette. Amazing, thank you for confirming that all my tech is working. So this is my second live on Insight Timer. In this session, I'll be going through the anatomy of your deep core and how you need to activate it in order to have a strong and healthy back and to ease lower back pain. Now, who was here in my first live? If you were, please drop a comment so that I know what to say and not what to say, and so I don't repeat myself. Oh, awesome, Melissa, you were there. Beautiful. And Lorette from Western Canada. So I'm actually from Western Australia. I'm Chinese, but I live in Thailand now. Excellent. So I wanted to start off this live on a positive note, and I would like to hear what your wins are for this week. So if you can drop your wins in the comments, that would be great. I'm going to start off with one of my wins, which is actually a client win, but it was such a big deal that it just made me so happy. So I have a client named Phil. He came to me for online back pain coaching, and he would throw his back out 4 times a year, and the pain would be an 11 out of 10. It would take him weeks to recover. And this was a problem because Phil is a cabinet maker. He makes the most beautiful, amazing cabinets. So he has a physical job. His back pain was a massive problem. Now we've been coaching together for about 3 to 4 months now. And his back pain was pretty much healed by month 2. I'd say it was about 80%. Now his back is 100% healed, but he sent me a message the other day, which I thought was super amazing. He told me this story. Back when his wife was pregnant with their son, this is over 10 years ago, he started getting morning sickness along with her. So he attributed this to some kind of like sympathy pains. And exchange of energy was going on here with the couple. And every morning he would be throwing up, completely nauseated, and like throwing up bile and all of this other stuff. And this went on every day. He was very sick. And he started having to have a very special shake in the mornings. And this was the only thing that would ease the nausea. He has had to have that shake for almost 10 years every day because without it, he would get sick again. After coaching with me and doing somatic exercises for 3 to 4 months, what happened to Phil was that he was having a lot of emotional releases during the process, which is very common in somatics. So he was like crying, having a lot of emotional releases come out of this area. And he told me this week that him and his wife have been traveling for the last week, and he ran out of his shake mixture, and he went without it for 2 days, and he wasn't sick at all. And this is miraculous. 2 things have happened here. So physically, his body has healed. We've been working on the low back, and all of the nerves from the low back actually supply your gut and digestive system. So all of this went back to a normal baseline. Secondly, he healed emotionally. So all of that stored trauma and emotions that he went through when his wife was pregnant, that was all able to be released, and his body was able to normalize again. So now he no longer needs to have that special shake in the mornings, and he's no longer sick either. And this is just something that I could have never predicted would ever happen with somatic exercises, but it just goes to show how powerful this stuff is. I mean, people come to me for help with their low back pain, and instead they start to heal in so many other areas of their life. So that was my win. And let me have a look at you guys. Melissa, you were able to drive 800 miles. Oh my goodness, that is a long, long drive. Oh, to see your daughter and grandkids. Oh my goodness, well, you will definitely benefit from practice today. Definitely go and follow her for some beautiful piano music. Michelle, do I have abs? I used to when I was a ballet dancer. I don't have visible abs anymore. However, this is a good question because we're talking about the deep core today. And the deep core is actually completely different to your abs. I'm going to start explaining this in a moment. Astrid, 2 hip replacements. I'm wishing you a very speedy recovery. I'm so happy that you can identify that your hips feel good, even if your back doesn't feel so good. That's an awesome positive attitude. All right, so let's get back into the anatomy of the deep core. So as I said before, your abs are completely different. So your abs are the six-pack muscles that everybody knows and wants. That is not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the deep core, which is made up of 3 different muscles. Now let me show you what they look like. I hope everyone can see this. This is your transverse abdominis, or TRA for short. This muscle wraps around your entire torso. And what it does is it acts as like a corset for your spine. This is one of the most important muscles that you need to strengthen and activate in order to stabilize your low back. Now, when you look at the anatomy of a skeleton, you'll see that here, your rib cage lies here, which attaches to your mid-back. In your low back, you don't have any rib cage, see? It's all soft and squishy. So what I'm trying to say is that you do not have the structural support of the rib cage in your low back. The only thing that is providing support are your deep core muscles. So the TRA, the transverse abdominis, this is the muscle that we're going to be working on activating today. Now, right now, if you do this with me, if you take a deep breath in, and on your breath out, I want you to suck your belly in and draw your belly button into your spine. So let me show you. Deep breath in and deep breath out. When you suck your belly button into your spine, this is the TRA that you're activating. It's completely different to your outside abs. So when you do a crunch like this, you're activating your outside abs here. So the TRA is one of the most important muscles that you need to strengthen in order to stabilize your low back and get rid of back pain. The second one that I want to mention is your multifidus muscle. This is your multifidus muscle. So this is the back and that's the front. So this muscle is a long muscle that runs along the back of your spine. This is a very important stabilizing muscle. Now to activate this one, if you put your fingers right on the sides of your spine, and with your back, what you want to do is you want to make a little arch like this. And you should be able to feel your multifidus muscles activating right underneath your fingers. This is another essential muscle that I'm going to teach you how to activate today. So let's get into it. The first thing you need is a chair. So let me just set that up. And let me go through sitting posture first. So for the lady who was having pain when you were sitting, listen up here, because a lot of people sit in the wrong posture, which then causes a lot of pain and tension in the back. So what you want to do is, as a general rule, you want to have your knees lower than your hips. If your knees go up, look at what happens to my spine. Okay, we want to avoid any rounding when you're sitting, because this puts a lot of pressure on your discs and joints in the spine. When you lower your knees, your pelvis will automatically tilt forward. Your lower back should be straight or even have a slight arch in it. And your ear should be in line with your shoulders. This is your perfect posture. Just by doing this alone will help out a lot with low back pain. Because if you're sitting like this all day, this just causes so much pressure and pain through this region. So sitting up nice and straight. Remember the TRA muscle. We're going to start by activating this one. So take a deep breath in and breath out and suck your belly button into your spine. Feel that corset-like stability that wraps around your entire spine. Feel that activate. Good. And release. We're going to do that again, and this time we are going to flex the spine slightly. Deep breath in, breath out. Pull your belly button into your spine. Keep pulling and let your spine curl over just a bit whilst you hold your core. You'll recognize this exercise as what we did last week. Now we're going to inhale, going to sit up straight, and instead arch your spine a little bit further. As you do this, you will feel your chest and head raise up towards the ceiling. Here you're activating your multifidus muscles right in the back. Now again, breath out, draw your belly button into your spine and curling over. See, I'm feeling some shaking in my deep core right now as it activates. Deep breath in, sitting up straight, pushing your spine forwards a little bit, letting your chest and head move up to the ceiling, feeling those multifidus muscles activate. Good. And we're going to move with our breath now. Breath out, activate that deep core, curling over. Breath in, sitting up straight and arching the spine. Breath out, curling over, activating that corset muscle. And deep breath in, up straight into an arch. Feel every little activation of these tiny muscles and move with your breath at your own time. Feeling your spine move smoothly from position to position. Just a few more to finish this warm-up. Good job. This is the most basic exercise that I teach for the deep core activation. Some of you did this last week. Now I'm going to move on to the more intermediate level, which involves a flat surface. So if you can get your yoga mats ready on the floor, I will set up my camera for the tape. Okay. And when you're ready, lay on the ground with your knees bent, about hip width apart. I will place my hands on my chest so that you're able to see my back. However, you can just place your hands palms up, facing the ceiling. So we're going to do the same thing that we did sitting, but this time we're going to be laying down. And this will activate your muscles even further. The first muscle we're going to activate is that TRA muscle. Just watch first. The movement is very subtle, but it will look like this. Deep breath in, and on the breath out, I'm going to show you again. This is the muscle contraction we're looking for. And one more time. Now we're going to try that together. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, suck your belly button down to the floor and flatten your entire spine against the surface. Hold it here. If you're doing it right, you will feel a rocking of the pelvis. And I don't know if you can see, but I'm actually shaking from the effort of activating this deep core muscle. And again, release, relax. Try again, deep breath in, breath out, suck your belly button down to your spine and flatten your entire spine against the surface. Now relax. And again, deep breath in, breath out, suck your belly button down to your spine and push your entire back against the floor. And shaking again. Good, and relax. Next, we're going to activate your multifidus muscles. This one can be very difficult, especially if you've had back pain for a long time. You may not be able to activate these muscles on the first go. Now, have a look first and let me show you what it will look like. So see this arch that I'm making here. My butt is on the floor, same with my shoulders, and I can actually fit my hand in through this gap I'm creating. Don't worry if you don't have a gap, that's perfectly okay. You can work up to it. The most common mistake that people make is when I tell them to arch, they try to lift their butt up as well. So keep your butt cheeks glued to the floor. All we want to do is make an arch and feel these multifidus muscles in the back working. Now let's give it a go all together. We're going to do this on the breath in. So take an inhale, draw your belly button up to the ceiling and form that arch. Hold it here. Feel those little muscles in your back contracting and working to stabilize your spine as you push it up to the ceiling. Now relax. Again, deep breath in, arching up your spine, belly button to the ceiling, and forming a gap. Now relax. And again, deep breath in, arching your belly up to the ceiling, feeling your multifidus muscles work. And now relax. A good job. You've just learned how to activate your transverse abdominis and multifidus muscles. Now what we're going to do is put those two motions together along with your breath. Do your best. I will answer any questions at the end of the session. Okay? So we're going to start with arching and an inhale. Deep breath in and arch your spine up to the ceiling. Deep breath out. Draw your belly button in and flatten your entire spine into the ground. Deep breath in and arching all the way up. Breath out and flatten your spine into the ground. Deep breath in, arching up, forming that gap, and breath out, flatten your spine into the ground. Now keep breathing and moving at your own pace. Feel how your body and mind are right in the present as you feel every activation of your deep core as you move smoothly from position to position. Once you master this movement, you will be able to go into a meditative state. Feel your pelvis rock forwards and backwards. Keep breathing deeply. Three more movements and breaths. Make them your best ones yet. Great job. Completely relax your body. Close down your eyes if they weren't closed already. I'm going to take you through a meditation. Keep breathing deeply. Feel the surface of the ground underneath you. Know that your body is fully supported and safe in this moment. As you breathe, picture breathing in a warm golden light. It comes in through your nose. You feel it float all the way through your spine, from your neck down into your chest, before it reaches your lower back. Picture this light expanding and pulsating with your heartbeat. This light grows to cover the entirety of your lower back. This is a healing light. It's taking away any physical pressure. It's also helping to release any stored emotions that lay in this area. Your low back represents the foundation of your spine. And here lies the root chakra and the sacral chakra, which represent stability and safety in your life. If any feelings of instability come up, perhaps in your relationships, your job, your finances, take a note. I recommend that you journal about this afterwards. Keep breathing deeply, picturing that glowing light pulsating in your low back. Now I want you to push that golden light outwards, away from your body. See that light leave your body. It starts to radiate out into the room. Continue to push this light out of your body, feeling the awareness of the space around you. When you have released this light into your space, Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your body however it feels good. If you want to stretch your arms up above your head, moving your shoulders, moving your knees from side to side. And to get up, roll onto your side and push yourself up with your hands. And when you're ready, you can return to your screens. Now let me know in the comments how you found this practice and if you have any questions. Sorry, Kim, I missed your comment. So when you move from the arch and flatten, when you're doing it continuously, you are supposed to keep breathing. I know that was a little confusing when I was getting you to hold the position. And Phil, you are here. Phil, I actually told your story at the start of this live. Thank you for letting me share. So Astrid, if you are going to do this exercise by yourself, I recommend doing about 20 breaths in one go, and you can do it 1 to 2 times a day. Hi, Watil. Watil is another fantastic client of mine. So we healed 8 years of his back pain. He had 2 herniated discs as well. So in 4 months, I graduated him because he didn't need to see me anymore. He can take care of himself now. And I'm so, so happy. And thank you for coming to support me. Oh, Phil. Thank you for letting people know about me. So I have further good news. My very first course on healing low back pain with somatic movements has been published to Insight Timer. If you visit my profile, you can sign up there for the course. And this is my first course, so I was very pleased to see that you guys can communicate with me directly through there. So you can ask questions, and I will be able to give you direct answers. Now, this course is great for anyone with lower back pain. However, if your pain is very severe, if you've had it for over 2 years, which means it's chronic pain, I do recommend visiting my Insight Timer bio for more information as to how we can work together, because you'll likely need further advice. I will need to look at your x-rays and MRIs in order to help you heal faster. So that is for more of a one-on-one type of coaching, which is necessary for severe cases. So if you have herniated discs, if you've ever had surgery, if you cannot walk long distances, these are all more serious situations. So I would recommend consulting with me directly. Okay, Amy. Oh, thank you. Yes, so I've had many years of experience teaching these exercises, and the simpler, the better. And it also goes to show that healing is not a complex thing. You need a few exercises, you just need to do them well with good technique, and that's all it takes to heal. Oh, Astrid, thank you so, so much for your donation. I appreciate you so much. So for all of you who may not know, I know that Blossom mentioned this in her live yesterday, but us teachers on Insight Timer, we do not get paid at all for lives. We do all of this for free. So your donations are extremely, extremely appreciated, and they help us create more content. So for example, to create meditations and talks, often we need professional grade equipment like microphones and editing software. And your donations really help go towards this. Can back pain affect your knees or vice versa? 100% yes. A lot of my clients have knee problems as well as the low back. So if you work with me directly, we always make sure to heal the back first, because in a lot of cases, the knee pain clears up after you heal the back. If the knee problem is separate to the back, then after we've healed the back, we work on somatic exercises to strengthen the knees. So Michelle's asking, is herniated the same as bulged discs? Yes. So Kim, so lifting your buttocks, the bridge pose. So that is a very common glute activation exercise. So there is a tried and tested program that I've developed in relation to healing your lower back pain. And what comes first always is the deep core. Afterwards is releasing the psoas muscle or the hips. And then after that, then I work on strengthening the glute muscle through exercises similar to that bridge pose. This one must be taught correctly though, because a lot of people do it wrongly with a big arch in the back. Yes, it's just something to look out for. So Astrid, my next live, I've actually decided to do 2 lives a week. So my next one will be in my time, 11 a.m. on the next week, Tuesday. If you give my profile a follow and click on events, you'll be able to register for that next live. Justin, thank you so much for your donation. I'm so glad that you found this helpful. I appreciate you a lot. Michelle, if you don't have x-rays or MRIs, then I do a full history with you. So this will be 30 to 40 minutes of me asking you a lot of questions so I can form a diagnosis from your symptoms and your answers. We also do a physical exam as well through Zoom. So I will be able to look at how you're walking, how you're moving, whether you can touch your toes, all of this stuff. So yes, more information in my Insight Timer bio. Kim, so you think your psoas muscles are very tight. If you have low back pain, there is an extremely high chance that your psoas muscles get extremely tight. So for those who don't know, your psoas muscles run through the front of your hips here. They attach from your spine, run through your pelvis, and run through your thighs. These days, almost everybody has a tight psoas muscle because of our lifestyle. So we sit too much, A, and B, most of us are very stressed. We're running on fight or flight mode. When you're stressed out, your body wants to prepare you to run away from danger. And what happens then is it makes your hip muscles very tight because it's preparing you to run away. One of my live sessions, we will be going through how to release that psoas muscle. And also in my course, there is a somatic exercise for psoas muscle. Daphne, can I work with lumbar osteoporosis? 100% yes. Now, I've seen over 4,000 clients in person and online. And lumbar osteoporosis is a fairly common condition There's just a few things that we need to tweak in order to make sure that your spine is safe. Oh, what ill. Thank you so much. So I never like to say that results are 100% guaranteed through my coaching, but actually with all of the clients that I've had online, there has been a 100% success rate, which let me tell you what a 100% success rate means. Within 3 months, 80% of the pain has gone away. Now, for some cases, a 100% resolution may not be possible. So we're always looking at getting you to your optimum. Your optimum may look different to someone else's optimum. So for example, when I coach my athletes, their optimum is being able to run 10Ks. For others, like me, or if you're a little bit older, that may not be your optimum, okay? Yes, so the towel psoas release exercise, I will go through this one in my live about the psoas. It's extremely, extremely effective. However, it can be extremely intense. So the first time we did this with Phil, remember Phil, you had a big emotional release. I still remember that session. You were not having a good day and you almost didn't want to show up to your session. But afterwards, all of it was gone. You had that big emotional release, and releasing the psoas was a massive game changer for you. And I dare say it will be a big game changer for everyone else here. So please make sure to attend that live as well. Oh, Daphne, thank you so, so much for your donation. It means so much to me. In Thailand, we say kapun ka. And Astrid, you were led here by the divine. When you need help, help will always come. That's what I believe. And I hope to see you around here more often. Michelle, is it possible to return to full function after bulge discs in the low back? Okay, so Wael, would you like to answer Michelle's question here? So Wael had 2 massive bulge discs at L4 and L5. On his MRI, you can see the discs bulging into his spinal canal. I saw that and I knew I had my work cut out for me because I cannot imagine how painful that must be. And let me tell you now, Wael is now a new person. I actually interviewed him. He tells his entire story, and we explained how he got from 8 years of pain. He wasn't able to get out of bed or tie his shoelaces by himself, right? He needed help with that. So 3 months later, he was able to do all of those things. He graduated from care, and now he is able to cycle, he's able to walk up and down stairs, get out of bed, tie his shoes, all of those good things. So yes, it is 100% possible. You just need the right exercises and the right coaching to get you there. So you can definitely check out my course on Insight Timer first. As I said before, if you do have this serious of a condition, I would recommend consulting with me one-on-one, just so that we can help you faster, all right? And Michelle, you want to get back to yoga. So this is what it's all about. You being able to do the things you love, to have the freedom in your body and to not be stuck and trapped. because you deserve so much more than that. Life is about being able to do the things that you love. So when I went through my low back issues, so I was similar to Wael. I couldn't roll over in bed. I couldn't walk upright either. And I had to quit dancing, which is my one love in life. And I think that was the thing that killed me the most, and it sent me into a huge depression. And exercises like this, somatic exercises, were what healed me. And now I can dance 3 times a week, no problem. It did take 2 to 3 years of exercises and experimenting in order for me to create that program and get my body to the place where it is now. So yes. Oh yes, and Phil. Yep. So Phil was also working with a pretty severe scoliosis too. And I get him to send me posture videos where I can see his posture in a video from front and side. And you can visibly see his scoliosis starting to straighten up. And yes, Wael and Phil, all I did was guide you. I did not even adjust you physically. It's all online. You guys did all of the work. So you have healed yourself. Okay? So Kim, how long did it take me to heal? So what I did was, I'm a chiropractor by background and study. I came across somatic exercises. I invested in courses so that I could learn all of them. Some exercises were good, others were not good at all. I created a program for myself and experimented a lot before I came up with my program. I would say I started to feel changes within 2 months. And then once I had created a solid program and stuck with it, I would say by the 3rd or 4th month, my spine was fairly stable. I still wasn't able to go back to the gym and lift weights or anything like that, but I was able to walk around and get out of bed and do all of these things without pain. And it took some more months of slowly building that stability before I was able to go back to dance 100%. And I still practice these exercises every day to the second day. Okay, alive on scoliosis, I could do that too, for sure. But I actually have a scoliosis as well. That will be fun. I can show you guys my x-rays and what I'm working with. A lot of people are so surprised when I tell them that I have a scoliosis, but I do. Beautiful, guys. So once again, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you all so much. If you got value from this live stream, please consider following me, attending all of my lives, donating and checking out all of my other tracks on Insight Timer, as well as enrolling in my low back pain course. Then I can talk to you and give you more recommendations there. Oh, Demi is here too. Hi, Demi. Thank you all. New followers and old clients, thank you for attending my live. I hope you're feeling great today, okay? Oh, Phil, I love that. I am feeling more limber, taller, and my back feels invincible. That's just amazing. Don't we all want to feel like that? Jeff, you are so welcome. All right, and if you like my stories, I'm going to be telling more on my lives because I have so many miracle stories that I love to share. Even if you don't want to do the course on here or the one-on-ones, just hearing about other people who have healed their pain, that alone helps you heal. Because in your mind, you start to see that other people have done it, therefore it's possible for you. Okay, awesome, guys. So I am off now. It's raining here in Chiang Mai. It's actually flooding here, so it will be an indoor day for me. And then I am going to go out and dance tonight. Rain or shine, I don't care, but I'm going out to do the thing that I love. Beautiful, guys. Lots and lots of love to you. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.